scoreless. A major talking point, though, when Callum Paterson was clattered by Darren Randolph. If the referee had seen that differently, it might have been a red card for the keeper and a penalty for Hearts. Anyway, let's hear what the Motherwell manager, Stuart McCall, thinks of it so far. He's with Luke Shanley.
Stuart, your thoughts on that first half?
Yeah, just as tight as I thought it would be. We've not been as good as we can be in possession of the ball, give it away cheaply at times, but we still can look a threat, and we can be better, and hopefully we will second half.
Thank you, Stuart.
Cheers, thank you.
And Stuart McCall heads up the tunnel there. We'll be back in a couple of minutes' time with Neil McCann and Owen Coyle, who joins us in the studio today. All the big talking points, including the biggest of the lot. Should Motherwell be down to 10 men? And should Hearts have had a penalty for that incident? Analysis is next. Live SPL action on Sky Sports. It's goalless between Motherwell and Hearts here at Fir Park. Neil McCann and Owen Coyle in the studio today. Great to see Owen here. Owen, what do you think of the first half so far?
I think there's been a lot of endeavour. I think ultimately there's a little bit of finesse missing in the final third. There has been one or two decent goal-scoring opportunities without thinking that any of them should have resulted in goals. I mean, a couple of keepers have made competent saves. And I just think that little bit of quality in the final third, if that's brought to the game, then I think it'll really take up a notch. You know, as I say, a lot of good players in show, trying hard. I think the passing's been a bit erratic at times. And if they can improve on that, as they're both trying to, it'll take the game up another notch.
It is, it's rushed. I absolutely agree with you. We spoke about it. Motherwell playing their shape of a 4-4-2. They're pretty wide. And I think that Hearts should be more composed in possession of the ball, get the wingers coming in off the wide areas to support Patterson up front, and being a little bit more intricate and precise with their passing. They might get some joy.
It's a very young Hearts team at the moment. There's a lot of experience on the bench. Why has John gone with this very, very young formation, certainly middle to front at any rate?
Oh, I think he possibly thinks it's time to bleed these youngsters in. Is he looking at the transfer window? Can he get a few of these guys sold in January? It might help the coffers. But what they're providing is a lot of energy and a lot of endeavour, and it's just that little spark of quality in the final third that's preventing them getting chances on goal. And should one of those young Hearts players have been given a penalty?
Absolutely. I mean, I think we'll see it back now. You know, the ball's bobbing about the edge of the box. As we said, you know, a few tackles, nothing really fluent. And when it spins up, it's a comfortable take for the goalkeeper. And I don't know what possesses him to... He's actually kicked the lad. There's no... You can't excuse that. He's taking it clearly. Doesn't need to do it. They're alone to their own. They really are. That's why they play in there, because they can be crazy. And it's a silly thing he's done. It really is.
Do you think retrospectively the compliance officer at the SFA will take action on that? Because when you watch it from that angle, yeah, it is almost reminiscent of Tony Schumacher against Patrick Battiston in the World Cup in '82.
Well, not quite as violent, but you can see the intent there, and possibly they might look at it, and Owen's probably had more of them than myself, but keepers always come out when they're coming up to catch the ball. They always bring the knee high,
always come to protect
and it
themselves,
always
absolutely
seems to be head height, and it's dangerous. But it's a little flick of the boot just as he goes to make contact with Patterson that shows that there might be a bit of intent there, and I do agree with one.
I think in that instant, what's not helped him is he's clearly taking the ball. He's still got a yard and a half before there's going to be any contact, and he doesn't have to do it. He's took it there, look, a couple of yards, and he just doesn't have to. To be fair, the Hearts lad's actually stopped. Yeah. He's realised the goalkeeper's, I can't put him under any more pressure. He's taking it comfortably, and that's why it's beyond belief that he's actually did that.
So a sore one there for Patterson. What about Motherwell in an attacking sense? Last week, Neil, you were very impressed in Inverness with them in the wide area. Has it been similar today? Yeah, well, I also spoke today about how well Danny Granger did against Humphrey in the last game at Tynecastle, and that was probably the only occasion that Humphrey ran him. And it is a good delivery into the box, and he needs to do more of that. Sometimes he tries to knock it wider of the man and then get inside him. He needs to just get to the byline. He's so quick. He provides a good cross. And this is the other one, dangerous one, where he's coming from a deeper position. And it's a brilliant cross. Michael Higdon does what he should, put it back where it came from, and it is a good stop.
I'm sure Owen might have
stuck that in the back of the net.
Well, I don't know about that. Michael Higden's terrific at what he does, but I think that's when Motherwell are at their best. When, as we say, they get the ball wide, whether it be, you know, to Murphy or, as I say, Humphrey on the other side, putting crosses in. Michael Higden obviously getting up. He's terrific in there. The one thing I would say in general play, I think the wide players could actually support Higden better when the ball is knocked up from to flick on. They should be gambling, looking to get through on the flicks, because he wins his fair percentage of them, and I think that would add another goal threat to Motherwell if the wide players come in and help Higden when the ball's played up to him.
OK, well, maybe that's why Motherwell haven't scored in 3 of their last 4 home games, but away from home, Stuart McCall's side last week banged 5 past on form Inverness. John McGlynn, the Hearts manager, aiming for the same in the second half.
John, what have you said to your players at half-time?
Well, I think we controlled the game exactly what we wanted to. We controlled the pace of the game. We had 2 or 3 chances. A good save for the keeper for Ryan Stevenson's free kick. So I think we're well enough in the game, and we've kind of stifled Motherwell. We had a great result last week. So it's more of the same, just a bit more cutting edge in the final third.
Thank you, John.
OK.